Seems a pleasant enough little place.
New instruments are expected.
Revelio.
Any who oppose Ranrock will be eliminated. If they come after me, they'll rest in 10 graves.
Your blood's on Ranrock's hands. Revelio. Descendo. Imperial. At your service. Crucio.
Brethren will unite us.
Descendo. Crucio. Protego. Confringo.
I will make you pay. I shall avenge your death.
Confringo.
Are you quite finished? An utterly pitiful little man. No!
Descendo. Glacier.
What?
Revelio.
Was that?
I should investigate. Revelio. Revelio.
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries.
I thought my owl might pique your interest.
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so preoccupied by all that happened with Ominis and the catacomb, not to mention my uncle's reaction, that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Brookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing. I say we take them head on. Let's bury some enemies.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
There they are up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
What am I doing here this much? How nice. When are you going to give up?
Imperial!
Have yourself.
Curse you.
Glaciers. Confringo.
Revelio.
Glaciers.
All of Ranrock's loyalists deserve the same fate. Nice work. This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Once again, we could fight our way through or be discreet.
Know which one I'd choose.
Descendo.
What are you doing? Ready? You won't get away with it.
Imperial. Revelio. Glaciers.
And the fun is over.
Fun is a relative term.
It is. And
Revelio.
that was relatively fun. We're making quick progress. I should tell you, rumor is this mine was closed long ago due to an infestation of spiders.
How nice. Nothing I haven't seen before.
That's the spirit.
Revelio. Perhaps we can find an alternate route up ahead.
Sneaking around has its appeal.
Revelio.
For better or for worse, we're in.
Imperial.
At your service.
Crucial.
all around.
This mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
Confringo! Revelio. I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
Such arrogance.
Imperio.
Let's get this.
Glaciers. Descender. Crucible. Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want. Revelio.
That ledge is awfully high. Any ideas?
Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the soulless eyes, or the venomous fangs, or any number of endearing qualities, really.
Defender. Confringo. Revelio. Smashing. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Reparo. Revelio. Imperium. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
Work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that. Ranrock's loyalists have all but declared war.
Confringo. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Incendio. Incendio. Revelio. Glacius. Confringo. Revelio.
Seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome distraction at that.
We have another fight on our hands. Imperium!
Enjoy suffering, do ya?
Descendo.
Potato! Stupid!
This is where I won't rest until... Descendo. I will make you pay.
Revelio!
Glacius. Descendo.
We're not finished yet.
Imperial.
Crucial.
We certainly cleared the room.
You're not a bad chap. For a Slytherin.
You Gryffindors don't have a monopoly on bravery, you know.
Revelio. Revelio. Confringo.
Now,
Revelio.
we can have a look around in peace.
Confringo.
Green symbol above the cabin door.
Ranrock's loyalists never knew to look for it.
Accio.
Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
Nice, find a couple more rune symbols. Wasn't expecting that.
Revelio. Sebastian, I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels odd. What do you have?
Revelio. A journal entry by Isadora.
Hopefully it will help us unravel more of this mystery.
Incendio. Revelio. If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganark was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols and ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
Here's some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless...
And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Marrenweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
A friendly goblin. He wants no part in Ranrock's fight.
A friendly goblin? You know, goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
Perhaps your uncle was right about you. You don't know when to stop.
Oh, I do know when to stop. Unbelievable.
Confringo! Incendio! Accio!
Duncan owes his reputation to you.
Revelio!
Staircases, and this is where they put me.
Revelio!
trouble, are we? Been up to no good? Thought as much.
is wonderful to see you back here. Oh, perhaps today you have something you'd like Penny to sell for you? Penny wishes you safe and wondrous travels.
Oh, good, you're safe.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
Exactly what kind of creature is a Snidget?
It's a small bird with golden feathers. It's incredible. It has rotational wings that allow it to dart quickly in any direction. In fact, the golden snitch in Quidditch is based on the Snidget, which barbarically was actually used in the sport hundreds of years ago.
Why would Snidgets be valuable to poachers?
They could make more money with Snidgets than they ever would have fighting dragons. The golden Snidget's feathers and eyes are incredibly valuable. That's why they're believed to be extinct. They were hunted out of existence by wizard kind. If the poachers found some now, I can't bear to think about the horrific way they'd be bred and killed for profit.
Where exactly are these Snidgets allegedly hidden?
Gran says the journals were a bit cryptic, which is good. Perhaps the poachers won't be clever enough to find the birds. From what she recalls, the journals only noted that the key to finding them lay in the moonlight. Gran thinks it can be narrowed down to a handful of locations.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who...
Merlin's beard! You're a genius!
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the center.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Still, I think they may be our only hope. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Revelio.
Hello there.
Hello, Armeet. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I do. Speak it. Is this to do...
It is. His name is Lodgok. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine.
Of course. How exciting.
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona...
You said you know gobbledygook, but how well?
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings.
Have you ever spoken direct?
Unbelievably, no. Cannot wait.
Lodgok is wait.
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a cup.
What do you have in store for me this time?
Confringo!
Crucible.
Descender! Confringo! Glacius! Descender! Confringo!
This place has seen better days. Likely this astronomy table will be best used when it's dark. Knowing Amit, he's likely studied here.
Descender! Confringo! Bombarda! Accio!
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Revelio. A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the helmet of Earth got... Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in...
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back?
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury. Damn Bragbor and his blasted...
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together... Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed... They described repositories that Bragbor had been...
What do you mean, repository?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate... We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much?
He cares about what... For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our life... Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magic... He is determined to take...
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation.
Greetings, Lord Cock. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps...
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language.
I can, sir.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can...
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. And I'm unable to join you, but all you need to do is not be seen. Either by the eye above the enchanted...
What else should we know about the enchant?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be...
I'll meet tonight.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
Yes, of course.
Revelio. The door is looking at us.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected.
Revelio.
I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift.
Revelio.
Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward. Revelio.
Still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Descendo. Accio. Revelio.
I've read about mines like this.
Accio.
See, it's something else altogether.
How nice.
Keep your wits about you, Amit. I'll get you through this mine. Crucial.
Let's get it.
Let's do
I won't bet.
Good friend.
That
Revelio.
was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word. We're being watched by a door.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
We won't get through as long as we can be seen by that eye. Revelio. Confringo.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here, a schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. There must be more notes around.
Revelio.
What could they be building?
Revelio.
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Revelio.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
Revelio.
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
Confringo. Accio. Revelio. Incendio. Confringo. Revelio. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Revelio.
The wizards will be defeated.
I'm good at sneaking about. You'll see.
I'll bury you in it.
Revelio.
Yes! Goblins will finally rule over wizards. Is that the best? If only Ranrock were here to see this! No witch or wizard will be spared.
I've been fighting since before you were born.
The area's still clear. If anybody cares.
Imperial.
Who's there?
You fight about as well as a pup.
Wizard kind will submit to us once the war is over. Somebody there? Hello? But this is sad. Really, it is. That was unimpressive.
Why don't you come up here? Don't have time for this. Nice try. Descender.
Release me!
Confringo. Descendo. Confringo. Cruising. Potato. Descendo.
Just you wait the falling ground!
You are postponing the inevitable.
Make it stop!
I don't think.
Descendo.
I shall avenge your death.
How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them I'll meet.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Clever. Confringo.
Don't think I've found all the plans. I'd best keep looking. Revelio.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found. There must be a quicker way out of here than retracing our steps.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. Revelio. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed. Can we please talk about...
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word.
Understood? Your goblin secrets are safe with me. Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drills.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood...
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered.
Yes?
If you...
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Revelio. I hope Professor Fitzgerald has come.
I believe my next broom upgrade to be even more impressive than the last. Come by Spin Witches as soon as you can.
I cannot believe how many beasts you have here.
There. I'm not going to hurt you. Revelio.
We should speak with Mr. Bickle's friends. I believe I can sneak away without drawing my mother's eye. Meet me near Hogsmeade, and we will devise a plan.
I think I know how and where to approach the centaurs about protecting the Snidgets. Meet me in the Forbidden Forest.
Dee cannot believe how many beasts you have here.
This will be more useful when I have something to identify.
It is wonderful to see you back here. Penny wishes you safe and wondrous.
Hello again. Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you.
Looks rather dark in there. Never stopped me before.
I can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
Once we tell them about the Snidgets, they'll understand why we came and they'll want to help.
I hope you're right. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. I just... never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
That's right. We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure it'll all be fun.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never! We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care!
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all 3 of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with Snidgets? And why was he so...
Isn't Moonstone all around us? Why would...
Knowing centaurs, I suspect he's referring to a specific moon.
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe...
I am too.
That's what the leader of the hut...
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act... I can head to the library and start looking into the cave he mentioned. I'll let you know what I find.
Revelio.
I hate to see a creature get put down.
Here's one of those tables Professor Shah mentioned. Now, I'm only trying to help.
Show yourself! Get over here, you insolent child! Levioso!
What have you done?
Confringo! It's shameful what you've done to helpless beasts. Revelio.
What are you up to now?
Who lived here, I wonder?
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Miss Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibber.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them, while and as my mother would...
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but and Otto Dibble, he works...
What sort of information?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against her. We simply need to know whatever...
Very well.
I knew I could rely. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about...
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now...
What do you mean?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up. Until I came home one night and found the note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping, but the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give.
Why wouldn't Harlow
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an entire...
Why wouldn't Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me
Are you sure the note means that you're...
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy.
Thank you, Miss...
Mr.
I shall do all I can to get
Very well.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends.
Hello, Hamora. Revelio.
Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't take it. Perhaps it's been here all along.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you?
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a...
Please, sir, I'd like to help.
You know the Bickles?
I know Mr. Hill.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he... It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading... I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent...
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie...
What does he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very... He said, your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful... I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative... But I can't keep it out for much longer. I'm terrified.
Could you give me a bit more...
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, R.A.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm... Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve myself.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me.
He's a lovely man. But when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. I'd lose my job instantly.
Thank you for
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends. Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow.
Oh, tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow, but I feared Harlow's return.
If you had spoken out against him, as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked.
Perhaps, but...
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell...
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she, as a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, one day Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against... Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway. I was shaken to my core. Still am.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again.
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion... Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty. It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there. Natty must be around here somewhere. Revelio! Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken. Revelio.
Revelio.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward.
Accio!
A hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
Revelio.
I'd better be sure I'm not seen. Revelio.
Using that girl as bait, that one's coming for her. We ought to just kill her.
Harlow says her friend will be reckless enough. He wants them alive.
Only a whole stupid. They come in here alone.
Just keep an eye out.
Revelio.
Reductor! That's just fearful! Reductor! Reductor! Bird on next door! Reductor!
I don't trust Ranrock, I'll tell you that. Tell them that's first chance you get.
Expulsion! 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 Expulsion!
Reductor!
You'll be sorry you did that.
Nah, you want to leave it?
Expulso! 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 Incendio! Expulso! Expulso!
You'll be sorry you did that.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Revelio.
The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
Revelio. Revelio.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
Revelio. Bombardo. Revelio. Bombard. Revelio.
We should speak to her again. Perhaps she'll tell us where we can find that friend of hers.
Revelio.
Who's there? Odd indeed. I ain't allowed back in Glad Rags on account of my light fingers. You will not survive this. Expulsion!
Descendo!
What have you done?
Revelio. Revelio. Natty must be here somewhere.
You found us. I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you. Speak to Mr. Rabe. He will tell you what you need to do.
Aloha, Mora. Revelio. Bombarda. Incendio. Revelio. Incendio. Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back.
Revelio.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Revelio.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashbinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Yes, officer. Do you have enough evidence to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot?
Well, it's certainly a good start. We shall... Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
The Ashwinders have ceased pestering me. I suspect that's your doing. Thank you from me and Rosie both. We're just leaving for our honeymoon, after we tell Mr. Hill of our recent marriage. Wish me luck.
It is wonderful to see you back here. Penny wishes you safe and wondrous travels.